Imagine the late 1970s. Apple is already growing fast. Steve Jobs is becoming famous, and the company looks like the future of technology. But almost nobody knows that inside Apple, there was a team people were not supposed to talk about. It was called the Macintosh team. Steve Jobs, skinny, young, shoulder-length dark hair, beard, black turtleneck or simple shirt, jeans, barefoot, or wearing sandals. Jobs literally isolated this team from the rest of the company. They worked in a separate building, hung a pirate flag above the office, and called themselves pirates. Jobs kept repeating, "It's better to be a pirate than join the Navy." The Macintosh team had a strange atmosphere. People worked through the night, slept in the office, ate pizza, argued, cried, but kept going. At any moment, Jobs could walk into a room, look at someone's work, and say it was complete garbage. Some employees later said they were afraid to see him walking down the hallway. But at the same time, he convinced everyone that they were not just building a computer. He said they were building a machine that would change the world. And the craziest part is that almost nobody believed Macintosh would actually succeed. The first Apple computers were for geeks. Macintosh was supposed to be beautiful, simple, and easy for ordinary people to use. That sounded like a terrible idea. Why make a computer beautiful? Why spend money on design, fonts, and packaging? But Jobs was obsessed with details. He could spend hours arguing about the shape of a button, the color of plastic, or the look of a box. There is even a story that he forced engineers to redesign the internal parts of the computer that nobody would ever see. Because, according to him, even the inside had to be beautiful. Then came 1984. Apple launched the Macintosh commercial during the Super Bowl. It was one of the strangest ads in history. A dark world, a crowd of identical people, and a girl with a hammer smashing a giant screen. The ad barely showed the computer itself, but it became legendary. And Macintosh really did change the world. It made computers feel more human. Because of it, today we have beautiful phones, laptops, and interfaces. But there is one more dark detail. A few years after Macintosh launched, Jobs started fighting with Apple's leadership, and the man who created the company's most important product was thrown out of Apple. Imagine that. They created the computer of the future, and then they fired the person who made everyone believe it was possible. And that is what makes Apple's story so strange. It is not really about computers. It is about obsession, chaos, pirates, geniuses, and a man who could be both the worst boss in the world and the person who saw the future before everyone else.